Hi everyone. In this video I want to talk about the Respondus lockdown browser. I'm sitting here in one of my sandbox courses that has a number of quizzes, particularly quizzes that are in the new quizzes style and a quiz that is in the classic quiz. You can tell by the unopened rocket ship or the unfilled in rocket ship here. In order to use the lockdown browser, you simply have to click on the lockdown browser tab, and as a teacher it's going to show you the entire list of quizzes that you have created, both new and classic, although it doesn't really differentiate between them at the moment. There's also some tabs on the top about getting started, video tutorials, as well as guides and support that are available from Respondus. In order to require it, as you can see, I've done this already for one of the quizzes. I have a required quiz here. You simply have to use the drop-down menu, hit the settings, and you can require the lockdown browser for that exam. There's also some advanced settings you can use. For example, you can lock the students into the browser until it is completed. There's an explanation there that talks about they can't exit the exam. If you don't do it, students can exit the browser if their internet connection fails, or if there is an emergency. A student will be warned twice before they are able to close the browser, blah, blah, blah. You can read that, and you can put an optional password there if you want to give them the option to do that. There's also allow students to take the exam with the iPad. You can allow external websites. For example, I might say, like, you can go use this online calculator or something else as a reference. You can enable a scientific calculator right from the browser, and you could also enable printing, which I don't think necessarily is a great idea if you're trying to proctor the exam. Anyway, so I'm going to save and close those things, and you're going to notice that now for whichever quiz I just did, quiz 5, that is required. Now, because of a few things that happen when I use the lockdown browser, there's a couple of things I can't show you, but I'm going to go over to the modules, and I'm going to go to the student view. The student view is going to see the two quizzes. This quiz right here is one that requires, it's the classic quiz. The only real difference between these two things is when a student clicks on either of these options, it is going to tell them they need to open the lockdown browser, they need to install it. Both instances will give them a link that they can click, follow through the prompts to install the program on their PC. If it's a Chromebook, it will install a Google Chrome extension. If it's an iPad, it'll prompt them to use the application, I believe. I haven't tested that on the iPad, or they have to go and get it themselves. So it gives them the link to open it. So they can do this on their own devices. The real big difference, as far as I understand, is that if it is a classic quiz, students are going to need to open the browser from their computer, navigate to the website, find the quiz, open it, and take it. If it is a new quiz, I believe it automatically opens the browser when they click on it. In both instances, they have to install it on their device. And then it acts like it should. So I'll give you just a quick, it will prompt me to close this, so I'm not going to follow through with all of it, but here is it in the new quizzes. If I click on it, oh, I can't do it as a test student. That's right. If I click on it, it'll have the begin quiz, and then it will give me the option to download, etc. Like I said, because the lockdown browser closes everything like webcams and communication things, it would close down this video if I were to try and demonstrate it. I can't take screenshots of it because it basically locks down the computer that way. So if you're going to use it in class, I highly recommend that you put just a sample quiz early in the year, maybe one that they can take on their own in their dorm rooms, whatever, that uses the lockdown browser so that they can install it, go through the prompts, kind of work out the kinks that way before they come to class and have to take one in a high-stakes setting. So hopefully that gives you just a little bit of information about the lockdown browser. As as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me or Respondus directly. And as always, God's blessings on your new semester.